A woman in California now speaking out through her lawyer against claims that she faked her own kidnapping. This after police said that 29-year-old Denise Huskins, who disappeared last week and then resurfaced a couple of days later, quote, orchestrated the whole thing herself. So did she? William Lajeunesse is live in Los Angeles with more on this. So, William, what's the latest here today? Interesting twist.
Yeah, the latest is that kidnappers, Martha, are trying to prove they committed the crime. This is so bizarre. We don't know who is telling the truth. The cops, the criminals, or the victim, Denise Huskins, who says she was kidnapped last week near San Francisco. Boyfriend Aaron Quinn says he didn't immediately report the crime because he was bound and drugged. Police began a search, but Huskins then showed up in Southern California 2 days later when the alleged kidnappers dropped her off at her mom's house unharmed. Police say the whole thing is a hoax.
We also know that the statement that Mr. Quinn provided was such an incredible story, we initially had a hard time believing it, and upon further investigation, we were not able to substantiate any of the things that he was saying.
But Quinn took a blood test to prove that he was drugged, and he and Huskins insist they're not lying.
Of course she's distraught. She's emotionally and physically broken. And the fact that she's been designated as a suspect only hurts her further.
They spent 17 hours interrogating him, and then after they released him, my partner brought him back for additional interrogation.
So the FBI, which also handles kidnappings, Martha, had no comment on this bizarre story.
This is such a weird one. So now that the kidnappers themselves want some credit for this crime, they're like, hey, whoa, yes, we absolutely did kidnap her. What's with that?
Yeah, they're apparently offended that police don't believe it, and they emailed the cops, the LA Times, and the San Francisco Chronicle, which includes a letter that describes the kidnapping, as well as a series of auto thefts and burglaries in the area of the crime. And they're saying, quote, the Mare Island kidnapping was a training mission to test means and methods that would be used on a higher net worth target. The letter also describes the ransom they asked for. We chose $8,500 because it was below the $10,000 reporting threshold and far enough below it that it would not likely be flagged as part of a structured transaction under the law. So the bottom line is, Martha, this thing is not over. Police do say this remains under investigation. Next chapter, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sticking around for the end of this story. William, thank you very much.